the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Michael Vick. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Underneath to Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Vick. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of the defense. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Willie Lanier. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Vick operating on first down. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion right is Smith. Now on 2nd and 13. Vick whipping one into Allen. That's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
To throw, Vick. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan, so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have moved out in front. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Hey, pass.
A first down throw coming for Vick. He finds his target, Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Smith will come in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Vick. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Lion. Hey, check that, street.
On 3rd down, Vick. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
19 tight.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Vick. Smith catches left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Trap 50. 18, 5 years.
Now here's Vick. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
In motion right is Smith. Fourth down, Vick. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Michael Vick. To Allen on the dump off. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Vic with the incompletion there on third down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Smith will come in motion right. Vic to throw on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Vic will look to throw on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vic. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Vic readies to throw. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
19 tight.
Now Vic on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
One of the best safeties ever, Ed Reed, in there to make the stop behind the line.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 22. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In motion right is Smith. Vick operating on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Saints.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of the sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller tatter, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started. Stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. Dope boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't.